Good morning, students. Flowers of Paradise, Public School, Malpe. Presentation for Advent of Europeans to India, Part 2. Lesson Advent of European to India, Part 2. In this unit you learn Carnatic War 1746 to 48, Carnatic War 1749 to 54, second, Carnatic War third 1746 to 48. Note on Robert Clive and Dupleix given on here in this lesson. Battle of Plassey 1757 fought, Battle of Buxar 1764. The British policy of aggression discussed in this lesson. Just go through the map. The chief foreign settlements in India at the end of 17th century. So India's map in those times. Note down. First Carnatic War 1746 to 48. After the Nizam of Hyderabad fight for throne between his son Nasir Jang and his daughter's son Muzaffar Jang. On the other hand, a fight had broken out between Chanda Sahib, who was released from Maratha's prisoners, and Anwaruddin in Carnatic. French extended support to Muzaffar Jang in Hyderabad and Chanda Sahib in Carnatic. First Carnatic War, again English supported to Nasir Jang in those times and Muzaffar Jang, and Anwaruddin. The combined forces of French, Chanda Sahib and Muzaffar Jang defeated Anwaruddin, killed him in the Battle of Amber. As a result, Chanda Sahib became the ruler of Carnatic. Muhammad Ali, son of Anwaruddin, stayed at Tiruchirappalli with the help of the English. In Hyderabad, Muzaffar Jang became the Nizam by killing Nasir Jang with the help of French and Chanda Sahib. Muzaffar Jang killed after a few days. The French made Salabat Jang, another son of Asif Jah, as the Nizam of Hyderabad. Second Carnatic War. French made Salabat Jang, another son of Asif Jah, as the Nizam of Hyderabad. An efficient officer named Bussi was stationed in Hyderabad for his protection by the French. In Carnatic, Chanda Sahib was Nawab with the help of French. Robert Clive of East India Company attacked Arcot, the capital of city of the Carnatic, and defeated Chanda Sahib. The English named Muhammad Ali, son of Anwaruddin, as the Nawab of Carnatic. The second Carnatic War was ended with the Treaty of Pondicherry. The French recalled Dupleix. The war was brought Lawrence praise to English, while French suffered a political setback in India. Third Carnatic War 1756 to 63 fought. Count de Lally of the French attempted to besiege Vandivash in 1760. In the battle, Sir Eyrecourt was the army of English, defeated the French and imprisoned Bussi. Lally escaped and hid in Pondicherry. Eyrecourt attacked Pondicherry and made Lally to surrender in 1761. The French lost their base in India due to Carnatic Wars. In spite of this treaty of Paris, signed in 1763, Pondicherry was returned to the French by British. French lost their importance in India. English defeated their business rivals in India. Now in this point we discuss about Dupleix, how he was valued as a French administrator, French East India Company. Dupleix, the French governor for 1742 onwards, he planned to establish French in India, but he was valued for these reasons. French officers were corrupt, their naval force was weak, they failed in several wars, so lost the political war in India and power in India. French and British rivalry carried from their motherland in Europe, 7 Years' War. Whenever they fought French and British war in Europe, unnecessary wars waged in India also. It is lead made them to heavy loss in India. French East India controlled by government of France. French officials were not accountable and misleaded the government. These were the reasons for failure of French East India Company in India. Now we will discuss about Robert Clive, how he was successful to establish British East India Company in India. Robert Clive, the successful Governor General of British, he planned to establish British East India Company in India. Reason for success, British took permission from their Queen of England, Elizabeth, and started East India Company in India. Private business firm like that East India Company came to India. Their naval force was strong. The reason for successful, their naval force is strong, and they controlled major ports like Mumbai, Mangalore, Madras, Bengal of India. They were successful in Carnatic Wars. Fought with the French. Their officials were accountable to company. British East India controlled by business organization, and East India Company is successful in that point of view. British officers were accountable to the strict East India Company. Control of Bengal in Plassey were made Robert Clive and the East India Company rich. These all were the reasons for success of Robert Clive. Now Plassey War, North India, how it was controlled by Robert Clive because of the Plassey War. Plassey War fought between Robert Clive and Siraj-ud-Dowlah. Image given on here is this Siraj-ud-Dowlah's image. A reason for this war, British got permission for do trade in Bengal ports through Dastak. What is Dastak? We have to understand. Free trade permission given by Emperor Siraj-ud-Dowlah for British with conditions. British officials misutilized the Dastaks. It was the reason the war was fought between British and Siraj-ud-Dowlah. Mending of Calcutta ports by British without permission of Nawab of Siraj-ud-Dowlah made him anger. And Black Room tragedy. Siraj-ud-Dowlah conquered Fort Williams and imprisoned 146 British in a small room. Out of 123 people died. This is called Black Hole tragedy. Outcome of the Plassey War. British did set up with the Mir Jafar, conspiracy made by Mir Jafar against Siraj-ud-Dowlah, the emperor, and he was the commander-in-chief of Siraj-ud-Dowlah. Mir Jafar's conspiracy made the war defeat for Siraj-ud-Dowlah, and he lost his war, and he was killed in the battle. And this war was brought out the immorality, lack of unity among the Indians, and the greed of the Indian businessmen. The company gained exclusive right to trade. East India Company got full trade permission in North India. So Mir Jafar became the emperor of Bengal as spoken with the British. Mir Jafar had to pay 17 crores rupee and 70 lakhs to British as war indemnity for the attack of Fort Williams by Siraj-ud-Dowlah. So later British replaced Mir Qasim as Nawab of Bengal because of the Mir Jafar's misadministration. Battle of Buxar is another war made by Mir Qasim against the British, and he was a very good able administrator, and he tried to control the North India by taking support from all the Indian big rulers and fought against the British. And Mir Qasim was a famous ruler of Bengal, but he was in vain, failed because of the British big troop, in front of British big troop. He did a setup of big military and fought against the British. In that he lost the war. Hector Munro defeated combined forces of Mughal rulers, Siraj-ud-Dowlah and Mir Qasim. Battle of Buxar, 1764 its outcome. In this war, Shah Alam II accorded the Diwani rights over Bengal to the British. All trade rights over Bengal given to British was 26 lakhs by Shah Alam II. After the Buxar war, this I am saying. It is the outcome. The Nawab of Oudh had to pay fine of rupees 50 lakh for waging war against company, that is East India Company. With the death of Mir Jafar, the company paid pension to his son, Mir Jafar's son, and took over the entire administration of Bengal. So understand all the slides proper and answer these questions finally. Exercise given on here, fill in the blanks and answer the following. Attend the questions and write it down and show your parents and send the last copy to me. All the best, children. Maintain the social distance, take care and recall the memories and read well and be in home. All the best, take care.